Welcome to School Page Key Concepts. Periodic table explained. The periodic table has 7 rows and 18 columns. When I tell 7 rows, okay, here are the 7 rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. But you can see there are additional 2 rows at the end. So what do we call them? We do not call them 8th and 9th rows because these 2 rows are part of 6th and 7th rows, which have been separated out and kept aside. There are 18 columns in this periodic table, which are also called as groups. So the columns are called groups. Rows are also called as periods. Periodic table contains 7 periods and 18 groups. The first row has 2 elements. The second row has 8 elements. Third row also has 8 elements. Fourth and fifth row has 18 elements each, and the last 2 rows, 6th and 7th row, has 32 elements in each of them. We see that the atomic number of the elements is continuous along the periods. The elements in a particular group share common physical and chemical properties, hence behave like a family. Let us take the example of the first group. The first group of elements, starting with lithium and ending in francium, they are called as alkali metals. The second group is called alkaline earth metals. Starting from scandium and ending in caprinaceum, the elements are called transition elements. Moving on. Now observe diagonally placed stair-step line that consists of elements boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium and polonium. This diagonal separates the periodic table into 2 parts, the right and the left. The elements which are at the left side of this diagonal are all metals, whereas those which are present on the right side are all non-metals. What about the elements in this diagonal? They are semi-metals or metalloids. These elements show the properties in between of metals and non-metals. Hence, they are called semi-metals or metalloids. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur and selenium, these are all non-metals. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these all represent halogen group. And the last group of elements starting with helium, neon, argon and others are all noble gases. Observe the last 2 rows, which are the part of 6th and 7th rows. The first row of elements is called lanthanides and the second row of elements are called actinides. Lanthanides and actinides are separated from the main table because if they are included in the table becomes lengthy. Now let us see how the periodic table looks if we include the last 2 rows in the 6th and the 7th rows itself. Here it goes. Now you can see that the periodic table has become lengthy. There is one more reason for separating lanthanides and actinides from the main table, that is their chemical and physical properties. Periodic table gives lot more information about the elements, their physical and chemical properties. If you can study the periodic table thoroughly, you will understand that periodic table is one of the outstanding piece of work in chemistry. Thank you for watching. For more videos, visit our website schoolpage.me.